In the early 2000s, Austrian climber Clem Lascott managed to make the first ascent of a climb that he called Bügeleisen. I remember being a young kid and seeing the video of him doing the first ascent of that climb. I couldn't fathom the idea of being able to make a trip to Europe, going to Austria, finding this perfect line and then actually climbing it. In 2017, I got the opportunity to come back to Maltatal, and the only thing I could think about was climbing Bügeleisen. When we got here, it was a bit warm, so I put my focus on doing the source, and then right after the source, the weather seemed to cool down a bit, the north winds showed up, and it was game on. I was ready to try Bügeleisen, and I couldn't believe that I was going to get to try it with good conditions. I did a decent amount of training before I came, but another job kind of changed all those plans. I went to India in about 16 days there. I was really only able to climb about 3. So when I got to Europe, I didn't feel as strong as I had before I left. I had about 8 or 9 days before coming to Maltatal, and I trained as hard as I could, and I tried to get in the best fitness that I possibly could before coming back, because who knows when the next opportunity was going to be. We were lucky enough the very first day that I started to try Bügeleisen to get this perfect wind. The rock felt dry, my hands felt dry, and I was just so psyched to climb on it. After I worked out all the moves, I started to try from the bottom. I made a couple of okay tries and then one really good try where I kind of got really close to the top, but then I just didn't have one of the holds right and I fell matching right before jumping to the finishing jug. I was kind of tired and I was just thinking to myself like, oh, I'll give it one more try and that's it. And then all of a sudden, I just found myself past the crux and matching that small crimp, and I just couldn't believe it, and I just jumped for the finishing hold and I stuck it, and that was the send. It was definitely unfortunate we didn't get the footage of the send on film, but I shot some really sick photos. Right after I did the stand start, I got motivated to climb on the sit. The wind shifted directions and it started coming from the south, and when the wind comes from the south, it's coming from the Mediterranean, so it's this very humid, warm air that just makes it very, very difficult to climb on Bügeleisen, especially. When the south wind came, everything just started to get so much harder, and I started working it. I climbed into the stand pretty quickly, but I just wasn't able to keep the tension and keep the chalk on my fingers because the humidity level was too high. And then to top it off, we got 4 days of straight rain. I headed up there every single day to check it out, and it just wasn't getting any better. It's been raining for about 4 or 5 days now, and the project is unfortunately completely soaked, which really sucks. Today's the first day it hasn't rained all day, so that's a plus. Tomorrow looks good, which means if it has one full day to dry tomorrow, it maybe could be good the next day. I don't know, we'll see. Fingers crossed, because there's not much time left on this trip. After 4 days of no rain, it still looks like this. It's gonna be 3 days of rain starting tomorrow, so unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to count my losses this trip and leave, unfortunately, without a send of Bügeleisen sit. Got the stand start, but gonna have to return for the sit. So hopefully I'll be able to get back here early next year and be able to finish this amazing boulder off. Thanks for watching.
And please subscribe if you're not already.